Just got back from a great result at the University of Michigan. Fortunate to tie them 1-1, played very hard and compliment the guys. It's never easy to go to Ann Arbor and get points, so we'll take that 1 point. Still have two Big Ten games left, one on Wednesday against a talented Northwestern team, well coached. I know Coach Linehan will have his team prepared. And then we have a chance to go down to Columbus and play Ohio State in the regular season final. And still a lot to play for. I know our guys know where we sit in the standings, and just looking forward to getting back out on the field on Wednesday.
Questions for Coach Trask? Ryan.
John, do you feel like you're right there? You're close and it's just going to swing for you here?
You know, I think it was another good performance by the guys. We've been fortunate. We've been able to get our back four together now the last couple games. Seem to be a little bit more injury-free, knock on wood, in that position on the field. And we just seem to be playing a little tighter defensively, which, you know, you're in playoff, basically soccer at this point. You're playing for positioning in the Big Ten. We are in 9th place as we speak, but there are plenty of points left on the table. And it's going to take some great defending, and obviously we're getting to that point of the season where weather, there's pretty big implications in terms of the weather. And, you know, being tough, being resilient, you know, playing some stingy defense. You know, we gave up an own goal to Michigan, just kind of a strange play. Basically ended up foul tipping the ball over our goalkeeper's head. And, you know, considering the season we've had, you'd think a lesser group of guys right then would just kind of bail on the game because Michigan is a good team, tough place to play. And huge compliments to our guys. You know, 4 minutes later, 3 minutes later, we got a penalty kick, got back in the game. And, you know, at that point it could have gone either way. But it was a good, tough performance by our Badgers.
You've been in a lot of overtime, extra time scenarios this season. How does that, you know, help a team develop just that mentality of having to be in the moment? Because, you know, one thing goes wrong in one of those situations and that's it. Has that helped you at all?
Yeah, I think earlier in the season, you know, we showed some youth at times where we didn't take the game late in the game or potentially in overtime. You know, we got Michigan State to overtime. We're a bit unfortunate not probably to get Penn State to overtime. Took Michigan to overtime. So those are all good quality things that we're seeing in our guys. And, you know, this time of the season, a lot of games go overtime. And it can come down to one kick of the ball, as we know from last year. But it takes a hardened approach to it. And, you know, we outfouled them. In fairness, we in many ways outcompeted them. I think the Michigan staff would have said that. We were tough on the day, and we're going to have to be tough against Northwestern. We're going to have to be tough against Ohio State, and then whoever we match up with in the Big Ten tournament here in a week and a half. So, yeah, it was you know, it was a good day at the office, put it that way.
Right.
What has a senior class meant to you specifically and your program?
Well, it's interesting. A couple of the guys have been with us basically their whole career, got here pretty quickly, like Robin Olafson. He's been with us for 3 years. Noah Leibold's been with us for 4 years. So those guys are going to be leaving here as a few of the players over the last 25 years to receive a Big Ten championship ring from the 2017 season. So I think in a lot of ways they're going to look back very proud. You know, Dean Cowdrey and Duncan Story transferred to us. And so I think, you know, they played a big part in us coming in second place last year in the Big Ten. So I think they've got something. Hopefully they've got a burning desire to accomplish a little bit more in their careers. And Elon Koenig's a fifth-year senior. He's had a lot of good moments for us. He was part of that 17 team as well. Unfortunately missed last year due to injury. But this senior class is... you know, people talk about what the senior class was a couple years ago with a lot of guys turning pro, but these guys, quite a few of them, were huge parts of the success that we had a couple years ago. And, you know, you never want that forgotten. It's not been the greatest senior season for them, unfortunately. It's not been their fault. We've just dealt with a lot of injuries, as everybody knows. And but that group of 5 has been instrumental in the success that we've had over the last few years.
Anything else?
Would also like to say congratulations to Paula, the staff, and the women's team for winning the Big Ten championship outright. Great to see their success on the field. So good luck to all the Badger teams.